It's your boy Grove here, back with another video, and today I got supposed to video, guys, man. Today we're gonna be talking about the best equipments for Ultra Vegito Blue. I know that is super early, but that doesn't stop me from making a guide and everything like that. So if you guys do enjoy these type of guides for arguably one of the best units in the game, top 1, top 2 for Ultra Super Saiyan Blue Vegito, subscribe to the channel, man. Road to 14K subs, man. So if you guys do enjoy these type of content, just let me know down below, and I'll keep going with these type of guides and stuff. So yeah, Vegito Blue has lots of pretty good, has some really good pure equipments, and they have some really good like just regular base equipment. So if you guys don't know what pure equipments are, I'll break it down when I talk about these equipments and everything. But yeah, without further ado, let's get in straight to it. But before we get into these equipments, we got to talk about this equipment here. They are dropping a red Fusion Warriors equipment for him. So as of this recording, we don't know what exactly is going to be on the equipment, but I feel like this equipment is going to be really good. I feel like it's going to probably have something related to ultimate damage, probably something with base strike, maybe key recovery. You just don't know what's going to be on here. Maybe health. So excuse me, as of this recording, I don't know what's in here, but this equipment is going to be pretty good. It's a platinum equipment. They kind of did this for UGB, they did this for Kid Buu, they did this for Hit, they did this for Rose. Like for all the ultras, it always gives them some type of plat equipment like this. So every ultra that always has one of these equipments. So this equipment is going to be really good for him. So I don't know what's on it, but it's going to be really good. It's going to be really good, and it's probably going to be one of his more optimal equipment. So I definitely wanted to include this because we don't know it, but I just know that's going to be pretty solid. So whenever we do get the data mines, we actually get to see what's in each slot. But this is equipment that's going to be one of his more optimal equipments. But so I have to include this in the video. So now let's get straight into the pure equipment. So the pure equipment, man, pure equipment are basically things that amplifies his strike attack. He's a strike based unit, so when you have units, you have slots that says like 6% to pure strike attack, like that's a pure equipment. And in order for you to have your pure equipments to hit really hard, you want to build a lot of base strike attacks. So that's why building him on a strike based team is really important. Having him with his Zenkai buffers is important, where they amplify more of his base strike attacks, so then you can add these pure equipments and his strike attacks do even more damage. So you need a good amount of base, and then you got the pure as that. So think of pure like multiplication, and think of base strike attack like addition, basically like that. So you need to have a good amount of base for the multiplication part to really amplify it. So if you remain him on future, this is probably going to be one of the better future pure equipments because it goes up to 18% pure future. This is probably the highest in terms of just pure 18% damage. So if you rock him on the future team, him, Rose, Future Han, him, Future Han, Sword of Hope Trunks, him, Rose, Sword of Hope Trunks, this equipment right here is going to be it for you. We have the equipment Bonanza that's coming on, the Mega Bonanza, whatever you guys want to call it. Go and farm this equipment, awaken equipment, try to get this, especially that slot 3, max that out, 18% pure. Can never go wrong with this. So these next peers are really niche, but it's going to come down to these niche teams. These last peers, these peers are pretty generic. So he also can rock this peer. There's also a peer as a guy keeps saying. Now this is from a Beerus stage right now, and I don't think the Beerus stage is out, but if you do have this equipment, it's actually not bad if you want to rock them on a pure Saiyans team. You guys see here up to 5% to own strike attack when they're per Saiyan battle members. So you rock them on, like say you want to rock on him, Goku, Frieza, and like tag 4s. You can rock this equipment, give him 15 pure to strike attack. You pair him up with 3 Saiyans. So equipment like this would be good for him. He's a God Key Saiyan, so that's going to apply to him. Then we can move on to the next kit. The next equipment. But this is for Saiyan Spear. And then you have the Fusion Warrior Spear. You have this Fusion Warrior Spear up to 5. It's basically the same thing, but it's for Fusion Warriors. So, Fusion Warriors is going to be a really good team. Him, UGB, USV. Then you have like USG. Then you have like the Zenkai buffers of Purple Super Vegito, probably Red Vegito Zenkai, or the Zenkai Super Gogeta Zenkai. To Zenkai buff him, either one of those 2 red Zenkai buffers for him. And you just have this equipment. If you want to give him some pure equipment, you can definitely rock this as well. Up to 15 for Fusion Warriors. You rock him on pure Fusion Warriors team. This is equipment that you definitely want to have maxed out for him. So yeah, Fusion Warriors. Now these next 2 plats are really niche future teams. Now let me break this down. So For this setup, right, you have slot 1, go for strike defense, right? You want the 20% strike defense or the blast defense. It doesn't really matter, but it's a strike defense. It's a strike heavy meta, so you having more strike defense will really help in terms of him taking strike attacks. And then slot 2 is interesting, right? He gets base strike attack up to 15, and he's getting pure 10% when he has a future Vegeta clan member. So only rock this equipment if you're rocking a Vegeta clan unit, future Vegeta clan unit. So the best unit from Vegeta clan right now is Soda Hope Trunks. So if you do have Soda Hope Trunks Zenkai 7 stars and everything like that, then this equipment is going to be really nice for him. It's going to be nice paired up synergy with him because you're going to get the base strike and the pure, and then he's also going to get base blast attack by 15, and he'll get an extra 10% pure blast when he's with a future PO. So if you do have Rose or like Blue Zamasu or like Zenkai LF Rose, those 3 are probably like one of the best PO units. Red Cell, you can also do Red Cell as well, but they're both red, so you're probably not going to want to do that. So like future PO, so if you have a future PO and if you're rocking like let's say Rose, him, and Trunks, you can rock this equipment. So he's getting pure blast attack and pure strike attack, and then base blast and then base strike, and then either blast defense or defense. Really good equipment. This equipment is in the co-op shop. So make sure you guys go to the co-op shop and try to see if you can get some good rolls on this. But this is actually really good equipment. So really good. Sabitude, another niche one. Now this is the newest co-op plat that's in right now. It's called Raging Hope for the Future. So it's really similar. It's really similar to the equipment that we have here. Now granted, you get double defense, but it's up to 10, so you're getting both defense, which is actually not bad trade-off. So you maybe want to have both defense, but in here, instead of pure blast attack, which we're getting here from slot 3, we're getting strikes from him. We're getting pure strike defense. So if you want him to tank better on the strike defense side, he's actually going to get 15, and then he's going to get a 10% pure strike defense for 3 episode Future Trunks Saga. So that means you got to rock 3 units from the Future Trunks Saga, episode Future Trunks Saga. So that means any Zamasus, any Goku Blacks, any Vegito Blues, any type of Trunks from the DBS Saga. You can rock the Super Saiyan Blue Vegeta, any units that's from the Future Trunks Saga, episode Future Trunks Saga. You got to rock 3 of them. All 3 of them has to be battle members. So in order for you to get this pure strike, so it was really restricted in terms of the teams building. And then the strike attack side is the same, but it instead of like the 15 base and then 10 pure, but instead it's 2 battle members has to be melee type. So Future is a strike based team, so that should be a check. But in terms of the pure strike defense, if you want to run a rock the best Future setup, I think the best Future setup is probably going to be Future Trunks Zenkai, Ultra Rose, and then himself. They're all from Future Trunks Saga, so that's going to be what you can do to check that off. But if you don't want to rock triple Future Trunks Saga, maybe you want to rock Future Gohan, then you probably might want to rock equipment like this one, for example, because he'll get the 18 pure, and then if you don't have any Vegeta clan units, you can't rock this. So these are just niche setups where if you do have a Future Trunks or like LF Rose and all that good stuff, you can rock these type of pures on that Future setup. But now let's go to his base. His base equipment's where it helps build up the base strikes, the highest base that he can use. I want to talk about these equipment. So we do have this Jiren equipment. He is a melee unit. If you do know the Legends ranking stuff, if you do have enough of those little coins, they do have like a Legends rankings equipment exchange shop. It's called the Legends ranking thing. If you do have this Jiren equipment, bro, rock this, bro. It's a really good equipment in terms of 45% base strike attack, bro, and then he's getting 30% strike defense. You can never really go wrong with this. It's arguably one of the highest base equipment in the game for a strike based unit. So 45 and 30 defense, that's really good. So if you do have this Z plus and everything like that, good rolls on it, then definitely is a really good equipment. It's probably it's the best base in terms of giving the highest base attack for him. So really good equipment for here. Next, let's talk about this equipment. This equipment is a really good unit, really good equipment for Vegito units, right? You guys know he has a high damage ultimate card, and then he also does have a good special move card, special move damage as well. And then he can get up to 35 base strike if you guys have a good roll on this slot 1. 35 base strike roll for the strike side. Don't go for the blast side because he's strike base. So go 35 base strike, 10% ultimate damage, 10% special move damage, and then 10% base health. So this is also a really good equipment. He's getting 35, then he's getting health, special move, and ult damage. So this is a really good optimal like base equipment. If you're not trying to go for the pure, you want to get them other equipment, this is actually a really good one right here. So next, these are some decent ones. I want to say these are better than the two ones I just showed you guys, but if you do want to go Righteous Sands, you guys can go for the strike attack for slot 1, the strike attack for slot 2, and then for for slot 3, you guys can go for special move damage or ultimate damage. Now I'll probably go with the ultimate damage, get that 12% pure to the ultimate damage. 12% ultimate damage, and then for slot 1 and slot 2, you add it up together, it is 33% strike attack, base strike attack. If you go for the strike attack side here for 13, and then strike attacks here for 20, you can get 33, and then you can get 12% ultimate damage. So if you don't really care too much about awakening equipments and using a lot of your resources, this is a really good, like, solid alternative equipment. Last equipment here, like I said, I wanted to look at the best ones. It's another awakened equipment, unfortunately, but it does go up to 35 base strike. You can go to the critical or base recovery. I think the key recovery would be better, but if you do get the critical, it is what it is. But you do get blast defense up to 20. But I mean, the fact that you have high 35 base strike attack is really good. Go for the strike attack side because it does help for fusion warriors. And I feel like those are his best equipment. Now, granted, he do have some other good equipment, like this Beerus equipment right here is really good, and this Trunks equipment is really good. But the only reason why I don't really like it too much is because they have negative stuff on the equipment. So if I show you guys this right here, let me actually show you guys both the Beerus equipments here. It has nice base strike, but the problem is, like, this blast defense, you can get -5 to your blast defense. Like, you don't want that. You don't want negative percentage on your stuff. Like, even like this Beerus, it goes to 32, but then it's -8. It has a chance of being -8 blast attack. Like, you don't want to have negative stuff on your equipment. So that's why I usually never like adding those equipments. But yeah, I think those are his best equipments. He does have a lot more pure equipment that you can rock. So, like, say for example, you're rocking him on like on like a movie setup, you can rock this equipment here where it's giving him 12.5 strike attack for a God Key main, and he is God Key. So say you rock him on like regen, you can rock this individual equipment here. But like I said, he has a lot of pure equipment and all that good stuff. So I just want to show you guys the best equipment. So in terms of him being like, what are the best equipments to build him? All right, one of these equipments you're going to rock. The first slot is going to be a pure equipment. If you rock him on Future, this. Rock him on a Saiyans team, this. If you rock him on Fusion Warriors, this. If you rock him on a niche Future setup with Vegeta, with like Trunks, and then rocking like a Cells and Master or Goku Black, then you might as well rock this two equipment if you want to focus on more offensive. If you rock on a super niche setup where it has 2 strike attack units and then 3 Future Trunks sagas, then you might want to go with this equipment here for Future Trunks. And in terms of his optimal base equipment, I'll probably say this one, this equipment here, and then whatever this equipment drops here. I feel like those are going to be his 3 best optimal base equipment. So I probably think that a lot of you guys are probably going to go for this red Fusion Words equipment here, and then go for this one, this equipment here, because this one is a lot of resource to invest in. So a lot of you guys, I think, to go for this equipment. He's getting health, ultimate damage, special move, and then whatever this is, it's going to be pretty good. So I probably say those are going to be his 2 optimal base strike equipments. But and then the other equipment is going to be any pure equipment that you rock on them. So yeah, I'll probably say these are the best equipments for VEGITO. Let me know if I'm missing any of them, but I feel like I got all the best ones because I'm just really referring off to Red VEGITO. Now granted, I'll probably miss another base where another equipment where it's like red melee. I know there's like a red melee strike attack one I can show you guys real quick. If you have to take a look at this Cell, I think he actually would get this because it's red, he's red melee. So this one is also not a bad equipment as well. Just to wrap this video up, where is it at? This equipment here. Let's go here, open link, because he is red melee. So this equipment is also not bad. It goes up to 32.5 base strike attack. You want to go for the strike attack for slot 1, and then you get 12.5 here, then strike defense here. So this is also not a bad awakened equipment as well for him. So I mean, you could add that in there as well. So yeah, I think those are all the equipments, man. Let me know what equipments you're gonna rock. Let me know what teams you're gonna rock them on. Hopefully this video helped you guys out a ton, and if it did, subscribe to the channel, roll to 14K, leave a like, all that good stuff. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoy. Like, comment, subscribe, move, It's been your boy Groove, man. I'm out. Peace.